in the house, jump, jump, rejoice. It's a party over here, a party over there. Wave your hands in the air, shake the damn yeah. Three words when you're getting busy. Whoop, there it is, hey man, whoop.
Whoop! There it just went. Tag team hails from Denver, Colorado. Needless to say, they have quite some stock in today's Super Bowl matchup. Super Bowl Sunday doesn't get any bigger than this. All the marbles on the line, everything everyone's played for, struggled for all season has all come to a head. In New York City, the Mecca, my city, our city, the city that never sleeps. Looks like it might be tough sledding. Number one defense versus the number one offense. Something has to give. Now, I'm a firm believer in one guy doesn't win a Super Bowl. So, is Peyton Manning better than Russell Wilson? Of course he is. Are the Denver Broncos necessarily better than the Seattle Seahawks? So, as my former employer used to tell me, one monkey doesn't run the show, Ray. Was there some racial undertones in that? Maybe. I didn't ruffle any feathers. I had mortgage to pay. Now, back to what I alluded to initially, which was one great player cannot win you a Super Bowl. Granted, Denver has a couple of good players. I would say outside of Peyton Manning playing the quarterback position there, they don't have any great players in particular. Maybe Wes Welker, 1 or 2 seasons removed, was great, pretty good now. And the rest of his receiving core is pretty good. Not necessarily great. I mean, Drew Brees is a great quarterback, bounced out of the playoffs early. Tom Brady's a great quarterback, bounced out of the playoffs early. So, am I to think Russell Wilson was better than Drew Brees? Of course he isn't. But the Seattle Seahawks are better than the New Orleans Saints. Am I to say Peyton Manning is better than Tom Brady? But the Denver Broncos are a better football team than New England ever was at any point of the season. I mean, even when Denver lost at New England, Denver was still the better team. It goes to say. Now, Denver, coming into this championship game, has played both New England and San Diego. 2 terrible teams on defense. New England gave up 338 points during the season. San Diego, 348. Together, 686. That's the defense Peyton played against. Now, New England was coming in 21st ranked defense in the league, pass rush-wise. San Diego not too far behind that. Peyton Manning has yet to be sacked in the playoffs. I mean, this is amazing. A stat that I feel is just not been put on the forefront enough. The guy has yet to be sacked. Do I think Seattle gets no pressure on Peyton Manning today? Do I think that trend continues all the way into the Super Bowl? I don't. I actually think Seattle could get pressure on Peyton Manning with 4 players. I don't think they need to run those linebackers. I think they get fairly good pressure up front with their 4 linemen. Now, that's yet to be seen. I'll say about 88% of America thinks that Peyton Manning is going to win this game. I'm going to have to disagree with 88% of America and say that Seahawks will win this game. I know everybody wants the storybook ending. Peyton's come back from this injury. He's so great. He's taken Brady's record down. He's defeated New England. It's almost like it's his birthright to go out and grab this championship. Well, you know what? It would be a great ending to a story. But in life, unlike movies, bad endings do occur. And I think this might be a bad ending for Peyton Manning. I mean, consider who Seattle has beaten to get to this point. A red-hot San Fran team. From the end of the season into the beginning of the postseason, red-hot. Great defense took them down. They defeated the New Orleans Saints. Yet again, Drew Brees, great quarterback. Jimmy Graham, one of the best tight ends in the league, if not the best, limited to 1 catch. could have went out there and made one catch. You could have went out there and made one catch. Again, Seattle defense takes away your primary weapons. Now, will Peyton have enough time to operate and be as surgical as he's been? Of course, I think he makes plays. He's Peyton Manning. Does he make enough? I'm unsure of that. I mean, the X factor of this game will be, guys, hear me out, Percy Harvin. That's Seattle's #1 receiver who they played without basically the whole year. Was concussed in their first playoff game, has yet to return. Well, today is the emergence, or shall I say, the re-emergence of Percy Harvin, who not only catches the ball, but kick returns the ball, punt returns the ball, as fast as lightning. No one out there can tell me now that isn't a huge thing. We can't overlook that. They've won their last playoff game against San Fran without their top receiver. I mean, imagine taking Michael Crabtree off of San Fran that game. The amount of big catches Crabtree's made. It would never come down to the one Sherman play. It would have never came down to the one Sherman play. I'm telling you guys, right? Imagine taking A.J. Green off of Cincinnati. Where does Andy Dalton go? Right? Difficult proposition. Seattle has had the luxury, though, of having one of the best running backs in the NFL in Marshawn Lynch, who basically could run on anyone. And if I watch this guy go bonkers all over the San Francisco defense, let me tell you something. As good as the Denver defense is, and as good as everybody wants to give them credit for their run defense, and their secondary is the one that gets shredded, their defense is average. Marshawn Lynch will be able to pick his spots, run where he wants to run. Right? Right. Now, again, best of luck to Peyton. I would love to see him win. But I just don't think his team is better than the Seattle Seahawks team. I just don't. Top to bottom, and again, getting Percy Harvin back is going to be huge. And that's exactly what happened. They got him back, and he should be healthy. He's been resting that concussed head for over 2 weeks now. The hamstring for 3 weeks. So, there you go. I think the formula points to defense wins championships and offense packs the stadium. Will they be able to play tonight at that high-paced offense that they're used to? I don't know. Whoever Richard Sherman is on is surely out of the game. That's if they play man. Seattle has a way of disguising their zone plays, their cover threes, and, you know, allowing those pick routes to come underneath because it's fine, because they're one of the best teams on third down conversions or third down stops. So it's fine for you to get 3 yards on first down and 3 yards on second down, and now it's 3rd and 4. You get another 3 yards, you're punting that football. You need 10 yards, right? So, again, I say Seattle wins this game by 2 points maybe. It's a high-scoring game for Seattle, a low-scoring game for the Broncos, 23-26 Seattle. You've been watching On the Couch with Ray Mitchell. Let's go.